Hello, welcome back. Football Manager 2022, Leicester City, last episode, Carabao Cup Final. Today, Chelsea FA Cup, Juventus Champions League. I can't believe she's left me. Leave a like and subscribe to show your support.
She stopped the race like instant.
No, she's not left me. That was a bit, I believe, as the kids call it. It's hard to believe though, looking at me, isn't it? Yeah, I know. This is our team, however, for the 5th round FA Cup tie at home to Chelsea. It's pretty similar to the Carabao Cup Final episode. Watch it if you've not watched it already. Ramiro starts in goals with Dest and Gosens as the fullbacks. Fofana and Soyuncu, the partnership in the middle of the park. Zagadou, by the way, added to the injury list. He is out for 4 to 5 weeks, basically. A lot of the season, along with a few others. We've got Kondogbia protecting. Unfortunately, Zinchenko's had to come in. Although not quite up to scratch, not going to start him, but he's ready to come on half-time if things aren't going our way. Madison in the advanced playmaker role with Berardi, Joao Felix and Victor Osimhen. Options off the bench. Let's see how this goes. Chelsea are a very, very good side, and I'm not too confident. Yeah, we've seen some of the names there. Judas Kante still about, which, yeah, I'm not happy about at all. And in fact, he starts. Edouard Mendy in goals with Reece James, Christensen, Zabarni, Pulisic, Kornienko, Judas Kante, Billy Gilmour, Mason Mount, Alexander Isak and Lukaku with options from the bench too. Let's see how things go. Well, we did just beat Manchester United, but Chelsea doing better than us in the league, which, you know, doesn't mean a lot because we are cup masters, and we'll see the start because we're still on extended, but it's going to be those two games I mentioned earlier, this one and against Juventus in the Champions League, the second leg, and Wolves will be played off camera in between, and I'll update you as such on that. Berardi with a free kick though, inside 2 minutes, and it's been headed over. What speed have we got it on? Oh, just the same as usual. It was Soyuncu headed over the bar there, as they look quite defensive in this formation, but I'm sure they'll have Pulisic and their left wing back flying forward.
Matteo Gianazzi.
And we have a corner. Berardi once again over the set piece, and Soyuncu has found the back of the net for his 5th goal of the season. A fantastic set piece. Putting the ball to the near post still works. You know, not as powerful as it once was of Football Manager 2022, but as you can see, powered home from Soyuncu, and it makes its way over the line. Edouard Mendy with no chance despite his best efforts. And we lead Cup Kings. We could genuinely be on for the treble. And given how bad we're doing in the league, that is quite the surprise. However, now that I've said that, that's probably not going to happen. Here is Christian Pulisic. He's thrown it on for Alexander Isak, but we've cut it out. And we've got plenty of time and space on your desk. Don't boot it long and force anything too silly. Okay, Berardi is he's lost the ball. Okay, yeah, we're about to equalise after I said that. They're about to equalise, rather. We're about to concede after I said that. No, Lukaku, that was rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Balloons it over the bar. We've been let off there. Joao Felix struggling out there too, but we almost approach half-time. A minute added on and we approach that. But here is Kornienko. I'll get there eventually. And, well, not quite sure that's kept out. I think it hit the woodwork and then luckily didn't hit the back of Ramiro's head. And we are just about in front. Maybe not deservedly so. I mean, I had a quick look at the statistics there. Yeah, not quite certain what to change about this. We're still on a cautious. We might go a bit more positive and try and make things happen. Cautious was from, obviously, the cup final as well, but so far, so good. Maybe I should have just put balanced, but we will see how things go to start us off. Here is Edouard Mendy with a goal kick. He goes long, and Billy Gilmour is never going to beat Kondogbia in the air, but Pulisic does beat Gosens. And out to their left wing back, who has men waiting in the middle, and Isak heads over, no danger, but a slight concern that they've started on the front foot in this second half. We've not really got going yet. And Chelsea with a set piece of their own now. We scored from one earlier. Fofana heading it clear, but no one there to pick up the scraps. Osimhen just standing there, dilly-dallying, doing absolutely nothing. As well, he didn't quite get close enough to Judas Kante to press there. And Mason Mount feeds. Well, I'm surprised that wasn't a goal. Thank God Ramiro is back. If it was Martin Dubravka, then perhaps it would have been. I think we're going to have to change things tactically because so far things just aren't working for us. I'm going to make everything a little bit shorter. Essentially, just try to look after the ball a little bit more, because right now, not really working too well for us. We'll leave everything else as is. In fact, I'm going to take Joao Felix off because he's not having a great game out there. We've got Harvey Barnes off the bench. Joao Felix a bit tired, having put in some boss performances for us lately. Not quite sure why I said boss, but here is Berardi with the corner, and we have made them pay once again. This time Fofana at the near post with his 10th goal of the season from centre back, and that just about ties it up. I might not even have to introduce Dani Olmo, and that would be absolutely fantastic. And if Fofana doesn't get there, I'm sure that's Soyuncu who would have nodded home as well. Kushti, I think is the word I'm going to use to describe it. Not sure how I feel about it though. Christian Pulisic puts the ball in, and it's kept out by Ramiro. Not so convincingly, and that is a fantastic ball from Reece James. Leao at back post, not good enough. And okay, with 15 minutes to go, we're going to start maybe wasting some time as well. Let's just see it out and just don't throw this away. If we concede now, then my bum will be nice and squeaky. Nice and squeaky? I'm not sure if that's the way you should probably describe your own buttocks, Calum. No, I don't know what I'm doing here. I kind of do want to take Madison off, not playing too well out there, but instead we're going to take off Osimhen. We're going to get Belotti on as a pressing forward just to cause some havoc and maybe even grab a third goal for us. That'll do nicely. 10 minutes to go. We could be in the quarter-final of the FA Cup after bagging that Carabao Cup. Berardi within our corner. Another goal from a set piece would be ridiculous, and we've got it. It's going to be checked by VAR, I think. I'm not really sure what they're complaining about there, because I'm sure there was plenty men playing Zinchenko onside, and let's find out. How are we going to wrap it up? The man not even registered for the league has his goal disallowed. But oh well, he's put in a good performance in Olmo's absence, and I'm very happy about that. A real problem from set pieces, and yes, he's absolutely blocking him off and is offside. Oh well, who cares? And one last substitution to waste some time. Anyone on the bench that would be nice to get on? No, we should probably give Gersons a little bit of a rest, I guess, for Angelino, since he is here into added time. And so far, so good in this episode. If we can make it 3 from 3, I would be genuinely astounded at that. But I'm telling you, cup competitions, baby. It's just different. However, before we get stuck into that Wolves game, we have the quarter-final draw for the FA Cup. Us, Arsenal, Burnley, Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United, Southampton and Spurs. It's an all Premier League Final 8. And well, I would much rather play Burnley out of the rest of them, but we will see. A home draw would be even better. Man City out of the hat first against Southampton, probably one of the other preferable teams, which is not great at all. Manchester United, they will want revenge on us. They won't get it at this stage anyway. Probably first Spurs to Liverpool, and that is who we get away from home though, and that is not ideal. How Spurs been doing right now, 5th in the league. It's not going to be easy. Here's the side for the Wolves game. As we currently sit 9th in the league and a long way off the Champions League spot, we have rotated for the game. Ramiro keeps his place in goals, however. Angelino coming in at left back. Dani Olmo does come back in from the start with Harvey Barnes on the right hand side and Zapata up top. Options from the bench, ideally, one way or another, we're out of this game, are out of sight by about an hour, so we can make some changes. Hopefully, of course, winning it. Now, after you saw the goals there, you will know that of course we did not win, drawing 1-1. However, we did end up finishing the game like this because after it went 1-1, we'd already made all of our changes. James Maddison went off injured, and let's hope it's not too much of a lengthy one. In terms of the result, it's not terrible. We don't lose, morale doesn't get too affected that much. We're focusing on cup competitions, but it doesn't help the league at all. I was still hoping that we'd maybe be able to push for at least a real Europa League spot to end the season on a high, but right now we are 5 points off even 6th, behind Fulham of all teams. It's not great, but we've got a big, huge, massive game versus Juventus now, which Jimmy Maddison will indeed miss. Out for 2 weeks with pulled ankle ligaments. That's not what you want at all. given the fact Ndidi not back fit yet, and Zagreb also out, with a number of other players just getting back to fitness. They don't like making it easy for me, do they? I'm sexy. From me to you, from you to me, a fallen bar number 9 from overseas. He plays with passion and finesse, he loves the Reds, Christian Ramirez. And with Harvey Barnes also now injured and out for 2 weeks, this is how the side looks for the game against Juventus. Ramiro keeps his place in goals, of course, with Dest, Fofana, Soyuncu and Gersons returning to left back. Franck Kessie back into the starting 11, with Kondogbia and Olmo in the middle of the park. Berardi, Felix and Osman have caused the most problems for us recently as a front three, so that is who we go with. A bench of Stoljarczyk, Mukiele, Angelino, Ndidi, Zinchenko, Belotti and Zapata. So despite all the injuries, still a very, very strong bench. Let's see if our boys can do the business, and let's have a look at the Juventus side. Will we have another cup draw before the end of this video? Szczesny, Demiral, De Ligt, Bonucci, Danilo, Cuadrado, McKennie, Locatelli, Sanchez, Chiesa and Moise Kean. We'll hope not. However, we do go into this game with a 3-1 advantage from the first leg. Of course, away goals not mattering a jot these days, which I don't know if I'm too happy about, really. I felt it did add a little bit of a dimension, a little bit more drama when teams that eventually got level and then had to go and get another goal because the other team was in front on away goals. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I miss them. Willie Collum's the referee, however, and I'm not happy about that, and I'm not happy about the fact Juventus have a free kick and it's Juan Cuadrado over it. He shoots from range and Ramiro tips it round the post. Thank goodness he's back. He's been pretty darn good so far since returning. I know now that I've said that it might go Pete Tong, but the corner is headed away from Fofana and that should be it, as Osman does collect. Used to playing against Italian opposition, and the ball does not quite find Daniel, will cut out by one of the best young defenders in the world. But so far, 15 minutes gone, and I'm very happy with the way things are going. Robin Gersons with a throw-in. If we score first in this game, then that's it. Just about done. As good as done. Gersons puts the ball across, and Berardi heads home. 15 minutes on the clock, 16 in fact, and we are 4-1 up on aggregate, meaning I don't think there's much way back for Juventus now. They've got a lot to do, and I am delighted so far. I mean, I told you, I don't know what it is about cup competitions. If it's knockout, we will be absolutely astounding. In the league, though, absolutely atrocious. Szczesny has a goal kick, however, and Matthijs de Ligt will look to come out from the back, finding Locatelli, though, who scored in the last game, I believe, but his pass does not find Cuadrado, cut out by Robin Gersons, the returning German, to the starting 11, and Dest feeds it into Daniel. A nice little 1-2 between the pair, though. Sergino Dest has performed very well for us, but also Nordi Mukiele when he's coming at right back. It's a good problem to have. And Berardi's looking for Osman, and Juventus playing dangerously there and giving the ball straight back to us. We have a chance to go again. A second goal now after half an hour would sure twist the knife if it's not already done. And Joao Felix scores another headed goal. Felix the cat pounces. Thank you very much, Neil. Not my dad this time. And we are 2-0 up, 5-1 up on aggregate, and it was a beautiful goal. Juventus trying to play it out from the back, panicking, then eventually going long, but finding Sergino Dest, whose cross found Joao Felix, and he found the bottom corner. But Juventus have a free kick of their own to put in, and Moise Kean has potentially got them back into the game, if not the tie. However, it'll go to VAR. I don't trust Willie Collum to use it correctly, so if it's given, it's probably onside. Offside, I meant, which means it's disallowed, so it's probably offside. You got there. Ooh, just a touch. It wasn't even Moise Kean, I don't think. I think it was West and McKennie offside there. But as we head just about towards half time, we are 2 goals in front on the night, and we are very, very comfortable, and I will tell them that. They're doing brilliantly. Keep it going. There's no reason to change anything. This cautious mentality is doing the business. We did play against Wolves on a positive. Maybe that's why we didn't get a result, and we can start to think about maybe resting a few of the boys out there too. Berardi, Olmo, Felix are probably looking at maybe Dest at right back, having played quite regularly too, and then you can get Mukiele involved. I don't know though. We signed Zinchenko, so I'd be as well getting him involved. Dani Olmo coming off now, the first change of the night with 25 minutes to go, and hopefully that's all we see of this second half. I'd be quite happy if that is the case. It's also going to be easy for me to edit, so that's good. It's just me doing some monologue. And 10 minutes to go now. We're going to start to just waste time and lower the tempo as well. No point overexerting ourselves, because we are absolutely dynamite, it seems. Work the ball into the box too, don't give it away too cheaply, and just regroup when you lose it. No needs to get stuck in, we don't want anyone getting sent off. Lower the pressing slightly, and who else will we take off? Franck Kessie's knackered out there, having just got back in, so in Didi, and we will replace Sergino Dest too with Nordi Mukele. 10 minutes to go, might have more substitutions, I have no idea. Will we try and find out? I don't think we can. Sad. Oh well, I'm going to give them some praise too just now, whether we concede here or not. Regardless, they deserve it. Danilo down the left hand side though, combining with Rabiot, and Moise Kean is headed goalward, but it's held very easily from Ramiro. I don't think we're done with this highlight. Let's see what the Spaniard does. Taking his sweet time just as we like, and he's looked for Osman, who's doesn't get there, and it's gone straight through to Wojciech Szczesny. Szczesny? I think we'll go with Szczesny. Locatelli, I should really know that by now. They're playing some okay stuff now, Juventus, but I feel it's a little bit too late. I'd still like to win on the night, however. Chiesa hits the post. Well, that's when you know the luck is in your favour, when they can't even finish a chance like that, just inches away. And Osman on the ball now. Are we going to counter-attack ourselves? There might be men in the middle, I'm not certain. He is, well, that was interesting, but Kondogbia does indeed control him. Back to Robin Gosens. The highlight, not the highlight done. But we're straight back into it with a Nordi Mukele free kick. Taking his sweet time there and finds Zinchenko. And well, we could be on for a third goal here, and a good save from Szczesny there. I mean, Berardi could maybe placed it a little bit better, just absolutely whacked it. But when you're 5-1 up on aggregate, I'm not too bothered. Osman taking the corner, we're taking the piss here. That's what we're doing, as it's headed clear. And Joao Felix collects the scraps, however, I can't imagine much will come of this. Maybe another corner, perhaps? And a goal kick, are you joking? God's sake, Willie Collum. Into added time though, and we are in, I think, the quarterfinals of the Champions League now. We'll find out with a draw to come very, very soon, but I am absolutely delighted with that. Who needs to play well in the league? I know I don't. Barcelona absolutely smashed, and Hannibal, well, fairly murdered Barcelona there, like, and clearly very hungry for goals. That makes a change.
This is great banter. It really is.
Forget I said anything. The Champions League draw is not until after the Crystal Palace game, meaning you will have to come back for the next episode to find out who we face. Subscribe and notifications on if you've not done so, you know exactly when that episode goes live. Leave a like on the video too. We'll certainly be back in the next episode with that game against Tottenham, and maybe the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final too, but who knows who that will be against. Thanks very much for coming along, and hopefully you enjoyed this. Take care. I'm delighted that I can now dress properly after recording this video.